Here in FDR Park in Philadelphia, talking to some of the people out here gathering in support of Bernie or against the DNC, watching the implosion take place. So I wanted to ask, why do you think Bernie endorsed Hillary?
I think he did it because they probably threatened him with something. I don't know what.
Why do you think Bernie endorsed Hillary?
He was forced to.
So you think he was bribed or maybe threatened?
Threatened is what I think. Or if he really could, he wanted to give a speech. I don't know. I wouldn't have done it.
Think that the Bernie people should join the dark side with Hillary instead of taking Trump or a third party?
No, I think we should go to the third party. The founding fathers never wanted us to have two-party system because they knew that it would be easier to corrupt.
Is there anything you want to tell Hillary or the DNC, Debbie, or anybody?
Step down, both of you. You're corrupt.
So screw you, DNC, screw you, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, screw you, Hillary, and screw you, everyone on Hillary's campaign.
Debbie and Hillary are disappointments to women everywhere. They're a disappointment to Democrats everywhere, and they should be ashamed of themselves. However, they are just humans, so, you know, who knows what situations they were put in, but they should be ashamed of themselves.
If you found out they weren't human, would you be surprised? Like it was like V and they took off their human masks and they were actually like lizards or robots?
I believe that Hillary might be a robot constructed like the Hillary 3000.
If the election were held today, if you had to vote for Hillary or Donald Trump, who would you vote for?
None of them.
It's too easy, right? I'll let you off the hook here. All right, how about this? What would it take for them to earn your vote? What would it take for Donald to win your vote?
Oh no, he will never have my vote.
Like, let's say if he walked something back, like if he said, I'm really sorry about that time. I did the escalator and I said that thing about the wall and the Mexican. Right.
Never, ever.
I think this election is a circus. It's a cool, it's true, it's kind of a circus. But the circus isn't out here, it's in there.
What would Hillary have to do?
Well, she's not going to have my vote.
Sorry I'm so phony. I'll start doing press conferences. I'm sorry about all the stuff that happened with the DNC and the emails and the scandals. Would you please forgive me and vote for me? Would you do it?
No. I will have an answer maybe. I will be like, okay, if you release the transcripts, finally, I may think about it.
Okay. All right, fair enough. So that's okay.
She's not going to do it, so I'm not going to vote for her.
That is true. Okay. All right, Blake Walley, the New American Media. I am here in Public Square, Cleveland, Ohio, for the big RNC convention, talking to some of the people out here, getting their political opinions. So, one of the questions I wanted to ask, if Donald Trump is elected president, would you be concerned about him having access to a red button?
The only red button I want to have him hit is one of those things that Staples gives away. Where you hit it and it goes, that was easy. That was easy.
That was easy.
But no, the real red button, we would keep that underground someplace where he couldn't find it.
Okay, we'd hide it from him. Okay, and then if he did find it, it would be the Staples one. That's a little trick.
That's right.
Best case scenario, worst case scenario of
Right.
the Trump presidency. 8 years, 2024. What does the world look like? Best case.
Oh,
worst
I don't
case?
know. I think it's going to be complete chaos.
Really? Either way, like the best case even.
The best case scenario?
With 8 years of Donald Trump, and then
Is there a best case scenario?
Powers that be have been dividing and conquering people. They do that so we can fight among each other and not pay attention to the people up top who's controlling the whole paradigm. And that's why we need to come together as a nation.
Do you really think that he's actually a racist?
If he isn't, he's definitely,
He needs to tone down the rhetoric. And
he's pulling those people out. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is really divisive, and he gets really angry at people that counter him. So I feel like he goes after them. So I feel like that's a little dangerous, and that's also behavior that somebody running for higher office should not really exhibit.
Mr. Trump, we're gonna hold your feet to the fire. You hear me, Mr. Trump? When you get into office, you do what the American people want, to take back our country.
Why do they support Donald Trump?
Well, there's a lot of things, right?
Yeah.
It's, close borders, whatever, build the wall, not
You're
necessarily.
racist then.
No, not at all.
If you're not for wide open borders, you're obviously a racist. Okay, I'm just messing with you. Come on.
All of the social justice warrior companies, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, they're essentially using their platforms. They're pretending to be a free speech platform on the one hand, lying about it. They're not giving us any due process.
Why are the liberals so afraid of conservatives that are gay?
It's any minority group. If you don't march with lockstep with the left, they're going to attack you.
The most important issue in my life, the one thing I'd be more prepared to give my life for, even in the United States of America, is the freedom on the internet. It's that important. And those of us who are, new media entrepreneurs, those of us who build businesses off of it, it's very, very, very important.
How do you feel about being labeled as a domestic terrorist?
I don't feel like I'm a domestic terrorist.
I'm proud to be one. This is how our country was started, fighting Great Britain. We were terrorists in these colonies.
Yeah, it's total matter of perspective. I think we're better off, being run by oligarchs and bankers and aristocrats.
No, we're better off being run by human beings that love this country.
Another domestic terrorist, ladies and gentlemen, at the Bundy Ranch. Please, they sound like they're run by Obama's press secretary. They might as well be reading off of government-approved scripts, and probably are. Reality is, Obama has been just as bad as Bush, and the media is just as bad as they were then. They've only switched sides. The truth is that we've all been conned by the corrupt establishment and their corporate media.
These people have committed so many crimes that they have to stay in power in order to keep everything under control. Their control.
I don't know if you've noticed, but Hillary Clinton and the Democratic Party are going down like the Titanic right now. Donald Trump might be a threat to the establishment, but Hillary Clinton is a threat to our entire civilization.
She led the way in Libya. She's trying to start an air war with Russia over Syria, which means if Hillary gets elected, we're kind of going to war with Russia, folks.
We're talking about aliens.
Oh, wow, okay.
Right, let's go right to the heavy stuff.
Let's go right in there. Yeah.
Right, today I wanted to talk about aliens. Do you believe aliens are out there? Are they among us?
You're talking to one right now, buddy.
Nordics, reptilians, greys, blue avians, people that live underground, interdimensional species perhaps that come in different frequencies, as you say, more than third dimensional.
They are the extraterrestrials, and then they are the interterrestrials.
Like a Roswell, or is there like a crop circle, or is there something that the public, you gotta go see that because that'll convince you that they're out there.
People are waking up, they're finding out their true passion, their purpose.
Do you think the public is ready to handle such a disclosure at this time?
Yes, and if not, they will be soon.
I only see great things for our world. I see more people in the light and more people attaining enlightenment and living their authentic purposes. And
Space in, space out, that's what it's all about.
Thank you for your work here and helping us humans out in this galactic family of ours. So have you been into this kind of material for a while? You've been wanting to come down, or is this very new to you and you're like, oh wow, I'm resonating, I gotta go down there?
Yeah, maybe a couple years. To be open to it and to be a reflection for what they want to create. So
Be the change you want to see in the world.
Sure, yeah,
Lift our vibrations,
sure.
mass consciousness, something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
My words of wisdom right now is that I feel 2017 is the year that we're all coming together to say no to the establishment globally, so that we can create a new paradigm based on unconditional love, transparency, and truth.
But I'm down for suppressed truth coming out. So
Like a disclosure.
Yeah, I'm down for all of that. I'm down
alien
for
technologies, secret space programs.
Absolutely. Are you accessing your full potential? Are you getting the most out of your life? And if everyone lives by those principles,
right,
that's when you start inspiring other people to make a change. And then from a global perspective, if everyone starts doing that, that's when you start to really make a difference.
And then what do you think is going to happen?
just
Is that
have
a new
to.
consciousness, a new era? Of
There's
human
only one way to
awareness?
find out.
Right.